Israelites that we read about in the scriptures. We are not black, Hispanic, or Native Indians. We are none of these bywords. We are Israelites. When you open up the Bible, when you read the people in the Bible, those are your ancestors. When you read about Moses, when you read about Joshua, those are your ancestors. Those are who you descend from. We're going to send the prayer, the Lord's Prayer over the children of Israel. Abano. Shabbat Shalom. Kadash. Ayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakutka. Shabbat. Yatazachaaq. Ayah. Aisha. Ayah. Bashamayim. Akam. Yawam. What's the luck now? Kabawathi now. What's the luck now? Kabawathi now. Wala. Kabayano. Wala Sawan. Above, Shine now, Mayan, Rod, Kaya, Luka, Amalakwa, Wala, Watai Para, Mashiach, Amen. Right, like I said, we are not Negroes. I know that's what we've been told from day one. We have been told that we are African Americans. We have been called niggers. Right? We've been called black. But these things mean nothing. What is your nationality? What is our nationality? Do we know who we are? Do we know who we descend from? A lot of us don't even know that we were slaves. That our ancestors were slaves. Brought to this place. That were colonized by the Europeans. Right? We were enslaved to build this place up. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Give me Colossians 3:17.
It's the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 17. Whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of a Mashiach Yahushua, giving thanks to the power and the Father by him.
Right, we do everything in the name of the Most High, through the name of the Son Christ. Right? The same Jesus Christ that you read about in the scriptures is a black man according to the Bible.
That's right.
Did you know that, sister? Did you know that? Did you know that Christ was a black man? And you can find this image in the scriptures. Did you know that, young sister? Christ is a black man that had woolly hair just like you. And just like you. But our sisters don't care about this. Nobody's teaching our sisters how to love themselves. Right? What do? They destroy their hair to look like their oppressor. Give me Proverbs 3:31. Right? They want to put chemicals in their hair so their hair can be straight, like the oppressor. They want to put blonde hair on their head so they can look like their oppressor. Read.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Do what?
Envy thou not the oppressor.
We are not supposed to envy our oppressor. We are not supposed to see blonde hair and want that for ourselves. Right? Read on.
And choose not none of his ways.
Right. We're not supposed to choose any of the ways of our oppressor. No 4th of July, no Memorial Day weekend, no Christmas. All of these things are brought to us by an oppressor. Black man, woman, and child, what is your culture? What are your holidays? What are the things that you're supposed to be doing? Who is your God, black man? Why doesn't your God look like you? Why do you go into a building and pray to a God that looks like your oppressor? Can somebody explain that to me? Excuse me, gentlemen. Did you hear the question that I just posed? I asked, why does that black man go into a place of worship and bow down to a man, an image that looks like their oppressor? Why do you think that is? Oh, come on, don't just walk past. I'm your brother, man. Come on. Don't do me like that.
All right.
I'm your brother. I'm out here. We're trying to heal our nation, man. Least you can do is talk to us for 2 minutes. Why do you think that is? Why do you think we pray to a God that doesn't look like us? That's what we was taught. But is that written in the scriptures? You don't know? Can I show you? Give me Revelation 1. I'm going to show you. So you don't have to go on henceforth not knowing. All right? We just open up the book and read. You got that?
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelations of Jesus Christ.
The revealing of Jesus Christ, read.
Which the Most High gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Right, that him is John. John is getting this this vision right now, right? Jump down to 12.
Verse 12. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me.
That's John. He turned to see the voice behind him, read.
And being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks.
7 golden candlesticks. That's the menorah, right? Read.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
Brother, do you know who is referred to as the Son of Man in the Scriptures? In the New Testament? Jesus Christ, right? He's known as the Son of Man in the New Testament. Read on.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
He got on the garment just like we got on the garment. Right? Read.
And a girt about the paps.
He got on the girdle. Right? Read.
With a golden girdle.
It was golden, right? Read.
His head.
His head.
And his hairs.
And his hairs.
Were white like wool.
White like wool. Brother, what kind of texture is wool? Look at that, brother. That's wool.
Oh, you talking about the hell?
Read that part again.
Verse 14. And his head and his hairs were white like wool.
White like wool, like your brother right there, man. White like wool. Read on.
As white as snow.
As white as snow. Right? Read on.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes was a flame of fire. It was red. He drank wine. You understand? Like your eyes are like a flame of fire right now. All of us, we got a little red in our eyes. Right? Read.
And his feet, like unto fine brass.
What color is fine brass? It's brown, right? Now we see your feet right now. It's the same color as your arm, the same tone as your face. Read on.
As if they burn.
As if it what?
As they burn.
As if it what?
As they burn.
As it burn, read.
In a furnace.
In a furnace. What happens when you burn something in the furnace?
Black.
It's black. Read on.
His voice as the sound of many waters.
A loud black man. Why they say we talk so loud? Huh? Why do people of other nations get offended when we talk? When you and your boys talk, y'all might talk a little loud. But people think you arguing, ready to call the police on you. You understand? This is a black man that we talking about. This is a black man's book. The reason why we think it's for somebody else is because we weren't taught.
That's right.
And we didn't care enough to look and read for ourselves.
That's right.
What you think about that, sister? We just read the description of Christ. Said that he was a black man. Hair like yours, skin tone like yours. What do you think about that? That's amazing, right? So what do you think about when women go perm their hair? Put chemicals in their hair to make it straight.
Right.
What do you think about that? Self-hatred. Do you agree with that? We agree with that. But you know where that self-hatred comes from? Give me 2 minutes. Go back to Proverbs 3 and 31. Because we got to understand something. We have been brought here to the land of our captivity. Right. We are being oppressed right now. Read.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Envy not our oppressor, read.
And choose none of his ways.
And we're supposed to choose none of their ways. We shouldn't want to look like them, dance like them, talk like them, do anything that they do. Celebrate the days that they celebrate.
Right.
Right? We're going to celebrate 4th of July. What does that mean? What does 4th of July mean? What does that signify? Somebody's independence, right? America's independence. When one group of white men fought for independence from another group of white men. But what does that have to do with us? In 1776, July 4th, what was the condition of blacks in this country?
Right. Tell the truth.
We were enslaved. We were slaves. We all know by now the Star Spangled Banner, right, has another verse. Right? That talked about the free slaves being killed and captured. How you feel about that? So should we go to school, send our children off to school and pledge allegiance to this flag? Huh? Whether it be the Confederate flag or the American flag or any flag. Why the hell should we pledge allegiance to it? We were being put to death under it.
Right.
Why should we be celebrating 4th of July? What about our independence?
Right.
All of that is in the scriptures. The reason why we have been disconnected is because we sinned against the Most High. Give me Deuteronomy 28. This is why we're in this condition. Right? There was no coincidence why we were put on slave ships and brought to the Americas, South Americas, brought to Jamaica, brought to Haiti, brought to the Bahamas.
Right.
Right? Taken from here and brought to Spain, brought to England, brought to France. It's not a coincidence. Verse 1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse